and because literally this is almost a season-defining game for the Mulgrave Football Club.
Well, speaking of season-defining, it's right now. Start of the final term from Shram's Reserve. Doncaster up by 17 points over Mulgrave as Siakoulis is tackled in the stoppage. McKenzie feeds the handball out to Anarchis, who hacks it towards centre-half forward, and the mark is taken on the chest by Carroll. So a brilliant clearance to start the final term from the Sharks, and Carroll certainly within range, 55 metres out, only a slight angle to contend with. So Zach Carroll has been pivotal this afternoon for Doncaster.
Super.
He's captured a four-quarter performance if he continues on in this final term. Certainly a goal will highlight that from 55 metres out. Set sail towards goal. It's home. The perfect start to the final term. And the Sharks move on to 9-5-59. They lead Mulgrave 5-6-36 by 23 points on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. We've gone 50 seconds in this final term.
Dream start for the Sharks. It was pretty similar to a couple of goals they kicked in the third quarter. Just some brilliant clearance work, the quick kick. And Zach Carroll's just been a ball magnet all afternoon. And it wasn't a measured pass by any stretch of the imagination. It was just a hack forward that landed on his chest. And you don't see too many better finishes than that, Damo.
Indeed, and it certainly is a big goal in the context of this game.
Ball back in the middle, McKenzie straight into Johnson's throat, who got a little handball away. Knowles was in there, copped one high for his troubles, and he'll receive the free kick. Being yellow carded earlier in this game, we'll be looking for him to step up nicely in this last term if Mulgrave are going to have anything to do with winning this football game. As the kick goes through, rumbled his legs eventually. In the end, it's picked up across the half-back line, handball towards Anarchis, and we'll put him under a lot of pressure. Lester was there, got a little foot on it. In came David West, swings around on the right boot. He's got cute skills. I like the look of this guy. Carroll takes the mark in the number 70 Guernsey. On the right boot now, kicks the ball inside forward 50. It drifts across with the breeze, and going back is McKenzie to take a pretty strong mark in the end. The big man in through the middle of the ground. He goes to McGarnis, who would love to get into this game a little bit more. Little chip kick over the top to his mate Schimmelbusch, who dropped what he should have taken, but was clever enough to get boot to ball anyway. Inside forward 50, Lou Machese. He's had that battle with Cruz all day, which Cruz has probably won, you would say, definitely. Swooped upon now by Gilling, switches the play. That was okay. Young out stretches and takes the mark. Short little kick he's on. He had a fair bit of time there, but West, who's just been everywhere, takes it across the half-back line, has a little bit of a dash and switches the play out towards the Jameau direction. Still in the defensive arc now for the Lions. He wants to go direct, and he kicks it up towards the wing position where a 2-on-2 situation unfolded. Picked up there by Schimmelbusch, got it away to Malloy, who banged it on his boot into the middle of the ground where Chris Anarchis, why would you leave him by himself, stands alone, has plenty of time, kicks the ball inside forward 50 to the Lou Machese direction. Coming in there was Willsmore. That was good play by Willsmore. He kept his eye on the prize the whole time and had a lovely clearing kick out towards the Fowler direction, who takes the mark and spots up his teammate Siakoulis in the middle of the park. Needs to take off now. They need to take some risks. That's exactly what they're doing as Siakoulis drives the ball inside forward 50. There might have been holding on there on Wazer, but Cheeseman's there at the back of the pack. Little look away handball. Wasn't too crash hot. Parker was there for Doncaster. Got down low, put his body on the line. He had some support as well. The umpire will come in and bounce it. And we'll have a cross down boundary side thanks to Life Care to Claire Schnackenberg.
We've got a few dark clouds coming over, so there's probably no sunshine left for today. But in the Mulgrave huddle, the coach was saying they need to slow down those Doncaster forwards, and he was happy with their work rate, but they really need to make Doncaster work harder for it.
Thank you very much, Claire. That coach being Ryan James at three-quarter time as Young takes the football. Back to Gilling in the middle of the ground. It was a lovely looking pass into the middle, but it was a risky one at that. Leading out the race out there is Fitzpatrick. Goes one way, then the other. Sporting a fancy old big. Gets a handball to see Cavallis. He kicks the ball up towards the half-forward line. And a nice outstretched mark taken there by Grocott. On the left boot, kicks it up towards Galache. Has to get down low. It was a fantastic effort. The umpires paid it, so he's about 55 metres out from goal. Screaming for it is Muller, who now leads towards the pocket. The kick was absolutely perfect, and it was a good lead by Muller too. He knew when to go, and he takes it in the forward pocket. He's kicked 3 goals already for the afternoon, and this could almost be enough for the Doncaster Football Club.
Absolutely, and I think Steve Muller's almost the game changer right now, and he's been the actual X factor in this game.
So Muller.
Tough angle.
Certainly is a tough angle, but it's only about 20 metres out. So if he kicks it straight and kicks it hard, he'll kick a goal, and he didn't do that. So it went 3-4-1 behind. Bendigo Bank scoreboard at the 5-minute mark of this final term, and There's a 4-goal lead now to the Doncaster Football Club, Damo.
Indeed, 9-6 to 5-6 in favour of the Sharks. Certainly a very handy break to have at this stage of the game. Currently 5 minutes into this final term.
Dyson Baker around the ground at three-quarter time.
Yes. Big lead to the Tigers. They extend to 91 points. 16-10, 106. They lead Knox 2-3-15. Blackburn 11-11, 77. Lead by 38 points over South Croydon 6-3, 39. Noble Park 10-9, 69. 23 points over Lilydale 6-10, 46. Division 2, Bayswater can keep on keeping on. 15-11, 101. Doncaster 7-6, 48. 53 points for those of you playing at home. 2-point lead to the Blues over the Eastfield Rams at the moment. 10-4, 64. Plays 9-8, 62. And obviously in Division 3, Heathmont 18 points over Glen Waverley. Ringwood by 14 points after Upper Gully kicked 4-9 in that third term. Templestowe by 77 points over the Chermside Park. Baronia back to 8 points over South Belgrave. Mitcham clear by 44 points over the Basin. Wanturna South by 16 points just over Whitehorse. And in Division 4, the Eastern Lions 14 points over Coldstream. Fentry Gully extend the lead to 117 points, kicked 8 goals, 8 in that term. Forest Hill back to 10 points over Park Orchards. Sylvan 66 points up over Kilsyth, and Warrandyte by 71 over Surrey Park.
I'm pushing for Glen Waverley to beat Heathmont BWS.
Yes, we could tell in your voice, Damo. Knowles has it about 65 metres out from goal, receiving a free kick. It's too far out to score. Fiora certainly not impressed that was given. So he'll just pop it up into the hot spot towards the booth direction and almost ripped it in with one hand. He'll get it back to big fella and slam it over the goal umpire's head. Now that's what they wanted, and they need a couple more pretty quickly too. The Mulgrave Football Club margin back to 3 goals on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 7 minutes gone, final term.
And the way Mulgrave really did it, obviously they had to go coast to coast to get to the other end. Almost kicked the goal that way. Then Doncaster tried to bring it out, but Mulgrave really locked it in and obviously resulted in the free kick and resulted in Ambrose goal, which Mulgrave did almost perfectly in that passage of play.
Well, only a 3-goal deficit Mulgrave have to contend with. We certainly have a game on our hands. Let's head to the reason behind some of these results, and Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap, to go through all the statistics.
The marks inside 50 for the match, 9-3 in favour of Doncaster. Mulgrave only taking a mark inside 50 in the second quarter.
So back in the middle, 9-6 to 6-6. An intriguing contest, this one at Shram's Reserve. Doncaster in the lead, but Mulgrave, if they can string a couple together, will come home with a wet sail. But it's the Sharks winning the clearance through Sia Cavellis, who's been quiet this afternoon. His kick went askew off the side of the boot, and it's gone over the boundary line, out of bounds between centre wing and half forward for the Sharks. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast of this one. Radio Eastern 98.1 FM, or streaming live on efl.org.au. It's certainly one to keep an eye on in the final minutes. Doncaster again push it forward with persistence, but Jamo on the half-back line in the way for Mulgrave. He takes the mark over to West, who loops the hand pass over the top to Siakoulis, who had a quiet third term after a brilliant first half. Shanks the kick towards centre half forward. They got numbers in the back through Wazer. He locks it in and ensures we have a stoppage. Centre half forward for the Mulgrave Football Club. They trail by 3 goals, and we've reached the 8-minute mark of the final term.
In the context of the game, 3 goals, probably it seems like more than it actually is. It's been one of those scrappy, low-scoring, goals are hard to come by. But we know footy's a funny game. I mean, 3 goals can be eradicated just like that, regardless of how most of the game's played out. So certainly, 10 minutes into this final quarter, there's no reason to turn the radio off just yet.
That's right. And it's been a game of patches too, as Stokey wins the free kick. He's kicked towards centre half forward, was dropped off the chest, and a couple of Doncaster players lock the ball up, and we have yet another stoppage. Centre half forward for Mulgrave. And as you mentioned, Seymour, if a side gets on a purple patch, the momentum certainly carries through with them. The Lions have a chance here. They're deep inside their attacking zone, but the Sharks are content to hold it up and waste ever more time off the clock. We have another stoppage, 45 metres around for the Mulgrave goal.
You should never turn it off, 98.1 Radio
Never.
Eastern, Paul.
Never.
Well, a free kick's been picked out of the pack, and it looks as if it's going the way of the Lions here, which will be very crucial because it's within scoring range.
West.
Yes, West looks as if he is the recipient. He's certainly poised to accept the football, probably just beyond his range here. He's got a couple of options running past, but he opts to hang on to the ball, remain composed. Also a couple of options leading deep.
Ooh.
He's going to sell some candy, got the hand pass over the back. Siakoulis, the hand pass missed the target in Stokey. They still have numbers here, the Lions, at the fore of the ball. Fiora's there. Jamo affects the tackle. A free kick's been paid for a high one, and it's going the way of Doncaster. A missed opportunity for the Lions.
And 25, I think.
Yep, correct.
A 25-metre penalty for the Sharks. See the Cheese putting on a lead here, and Narcus has the football, and it was a good kick too to see Cavallis. Takes it and takes off now. One way then the other, linking up a handball, tried to find Galache, but it was chopped off there by Willsmore. Got a little by the Cheese and Carroll to force another stoppage across the half-forward line now for Doncaster, who hold a pretty handy lead here. 3 straight kicks. Still anyone's game though. West at the stoppage wraps up Galache in a tackle and tried to break it, but to no avail. The ball up. Crowd out here today.
Reasonably strong.
Always is at Shark Park.
Yep. Big function. Can't half tell who Seymour's been going for today as the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds.
Local boy, got to stay within the municipality.
The Manningham Whitehorse area, Seymour.
Yes, that's it.
Must be why he enjoyed reading out those Doncaster scores so much this afternoon as the ball comes back in Kinnear. Got the knock on. I think it's a free kick to Mulgrave. It is. So Butler.
Yeah, back chat against Johnson, so a 25-metre penalty.
Well, that's what they want too.
A pin for a yellow
And
card
he's
here.
And a yellow card.
That's a big loss. Nothing from the players today, the umpires.
Yeah, a little bit ticky touchwood.
Well, you weren't out there, so you can't say that.
You can't judge what he said to him.
Don't agree with it.
Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap.
Free kicks for the game, 30-16 in favour of Mulgrave.
So the away side
reaping the benefits,
so to speak. The ball's back in the middle, just waiting for it to restart now. Butler.
Got to move the ball, Mulgrave.
You tell him Wilbur. Short passes on. Finds Fowler. Player who needs to lift in this last quarter. Mulgrave to get up. The kick was a pretty good one too. Booth, little in and under handball, got it away to Knowles, who might be able to swing this one back. Knowles, no, he pushed it to the right-hand side. That really would have fired up the boys, reducing the margin back to only 2 goals. But it's now within 3 kicks, 17 points the margin at the 12.5-minute mark of this final term.
And that's what I was explaining just before, that Mulgrave got to use the ball and really got to move it quickly and catch Doncaster unawares, because that's exactly how they need to get back in this game, and they almost did it just then.
Well, Ben Johnson's been the barometer in the Doncaster midfield. Now that he's off for 15 minutes, it's an opportunity for Mulgrave to capitalise as Fiora sends it back into play for the Sharks. It's a long ball towards centre wing. Brilliantly done by Sia Cavellis with the body contact. Got the hand pass on. A hack kick towards centre half forward. It's hoisted high in the Galache direction. He falls to ground. Lubachisi amidst a pack of Lions. And again, the weight of numbers proves too much. Gilling gets the hand pass to Jamo. Kick towards centre wing. The Lions are running in numbers, streaming forward through Roper. Spears the ball towards half forward, but to no one in particular. And the relieving mark is taken by Pearson for the Sharks. Again, just another wasted opportunity for the Lions. So Pearson looks inboard to Fiora at centre half back, opts for the switch. It's a dangerous ball. He's turned it over, and as a consequence, Siakoulis runs onto it. Kick towards centre half forward. Missed the target at the end. It's a 2-on-1 contest. Brilliant tackling there from the Doncaster defence. Ensures the ball is going nowhere. And we'll have a ball up right on centre half forward for the Mulgrave Footy Club. A goal here, and certainly the floodgates will start to open up.
It becomes a little bit more interesting. Still 17 points, so just the 3 straight kicks needed.
Well, a tackle. It's an errant one. Yes, and Fowler will receive the 3 kick, and he's within scoring range, only 45 metres out from goal, directly in front. Gee, this is a big kick in the context of this game, boys.
Absolutely, and Mulgrave's started this quarter absolutely game busters and gone out aggressive and really put Doncaster under pressure.
So Fowler,
huge kick.
The recipient from a high tackle. This could bring Mulgrave to within 11 points and see this game go well and truly alive and ignite it. It's a long ball. It's hoisted high. Is it straight? Doesn't have the legs. Umpire.
It is.
It does have the legs. The umpire's in 2 minds here. They're going to confer. So a controversial sort of climax here. Yeah, they'll confer. The Doncaster players are appealing. Now the field umpire just trying to have a discussion with the goal umpire.
There's a bit of hargy-bargy going on. They wouldn't want to be giving away a
goal.
free kick.
Goal is confirmed. Mulgrave in the game. So the margin now only 11 points. Doncaster 9-6-60 lead the Lions 7-7-49. A controversial script to this game, boys.
Yeah, well, obviously we can't tell from this side of the ground, but the goal umpire, not sure what exactly they would have been talking about, but eventually he came back in, signalled the goal. What's the margin now? 11 points it goes to now. If they're just waiting for the scoreboard to be updated here, 11 points, 8-7-48 to 9-6-49 to 9-6-60. So
great special comment.
Yeah, just waiting for the update the scoreboard. There it's up now, 9-6-60 to 7-7-49. Doncaster's late.
So the ball back in the middle of the ground. It is certainly game on now. Gladman was stolen there by Mackenzie, but had a fresh air shot. Siakoulis came in, got stripped of the football. Here's Anarchis, bangs it on his boot. Kicks up towards the half-forward line. Grocot's in a wrestle there with Jamo. Ball bounces on a wrong and over the boundary line and out of bounds. 15 and a half minutes gone here in the final term. So we've gone halfway through this quarter. Nice close game on our hands. Mulgrave with the last 2 goals to get themselves right back in this match. The big man Gladman got the handball away to Siakoulis, who grubbed it in. Yeah, he's really stepped up the pace, hasn't he? Handball away, but a good tackle laid and will have a bounce. Well done there by Aaron Fiora.
Just a reminder, in terms of the ramifications on the ladder, a Doncaster win would virtually sew up a spot in the finals. So that's very crucial.
It certainly is off the play. Free kick to Mulgrave, so Fowler was the recipient. In the middle of the ground was Gilling. It was a risky kick. He dropped what he probably should have taken, but he had time, got it back to Siakoulis. As Paul said, he's really stepped it up and drives the ball out towards Young, who's got a bit of dash. He's got a good left foot kick too. Inside forward 50, it goes over the top. It was picked up there and slammed up towards the half-forward line. Now Doncaster away. The kick goes over Galache's head towards the Lumachisi direction. He was held without the football. This is a bouncing ball. It might have gone the whole way, I think this has bounced through for a goal. Fantastic goal there by Carroll. And Doncaster, well, they got the answer that they were after too, as a free kick would have been paid to the big full forward for holding on about 10 metres out, but a bouncing football through for Doncaster and a ripper goal scored there by the Sharks.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what Doncaster need, because I think we all thought that Mulgrave was charging, and which they were, but a much-needed goal that settles things down, and Mulgrave, they just got to settle down now and really put all they've got here in the next 8 or so minutes.
Sharks 10-6, Lions 7-7. That goal gives a bit of breathing space for Doncaster. 17 points up now. We've reached the 17-minute mark of this final term. Back in the middle, Fiora wins the clearance for Doncaster. Anarchis hacks it inside 50. A fickle bounce. It favours the Doncaster forward in Galache. Gets the hand pass back. Shot at goal from Parker. Is it across the face? Yes, it is. Only a minor score. In fact, that was off the boot of Siakoulis. And Doncaster move on to 10-7-67. A handy point over Mulgrave, 7-7-49. We've got a free goal ball game on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
So it'll be Young. Risky kick, but it was a good one too.
Need to take the game on here.
Yeah, Siakoulis. Certainly been doing that in this final term. Drives the ball into the middle of the ground. The kick wasn't too flash though. Here's Colinari on the right boot. Gets it away to Kinnear. Thumps it inside forward 50. It was a skew if kick off the boot. Which way's this one going to go? Galache's look lively in this final term. Going after it was Cruz on hands and knees. In fact, that was Goldsmith that time. He was wrapped up by Siakoulis and will have a bounce about 55 metres out from the Doncaster goals.
Similarly for Mulgrave, they're only percentage behind at the top 4 on the ladder.
19 minutes gone. Fiora was the third man up, won the tap down. Fowler was there to pick the ball up, but he was ripped apart in a tackle and will have a bounce just inside the forward 50 for Doncaster.
Paddock in front of Lumachisi as well. A quick kick out of the stoppage from the Sharks could be dangerous.
Correct.
Pye throws it up. The ball. Nicely done by Mackenzie. Bouncing football. Oh, this might have almost wrong and in. It came back a fair old way. And through for one behind. Bendigo Bank scoreboard sees it a 19-point margin now to Doncaster. We've gone 19 minutes. Once again, Young goes short to Siakoulis. Short passes on. Dangerous kick, because when you try and kick it over the top of a ruckman's head, it has to be perfect, and that kick wasn't. And Ewan McKenzie stuck up the big mid, and he pulls in a good mark about 40 metres out, 45-degree angle.
I think he's quite comfortably been the best big man on the ground this afternoon, Ewan McKenzie. He's just exuded dominance at every single situation that he's been in. He's a strong man, he's a leader. He just knows where to go and how to get his hands on the footy. So be a nice cap to his afternoon and Doncaster's afternoon if he can put this one through.
Well, you'd think they'd just be about home if he could slot this one. Mackenzie comes in, sets sail, keeps it on its line till the last moment and through for a minor score. Perhaps another handy point there. They're certainly going to have to kick 4 goals to get up in this game at the Lions, Damien Watson.
Indeed, as Young sets about doing that by bringing it back into play. Looks towards the western side of the ground. It's on centre wing. And the umpire, the boundary umpire, has adjudicated it's gone out. So it'll be a throw in. About 70 metres around from the Doncaster goal. Let's head to Grant Campbell for some Choose Tap match stats.
Intercept marks for the game, 18-6 in favour of Doncaster.
So the ball back into play.
Intercept.
Mulgrave certainly need to get a move on now. The alarm bells are ringing. Anarchis tries to break the tackle. Got the hand pass out to Sia Cavellis, who again was very slippery. Got the hand pass. It missed the target there in Shivelbush, and as a consequence, Mulgrave are away on the counter-attack. It bounces in the midst of Gilling, who takes it on centre wing. Mackenzie lumbering after him, but Mulgrave have the numbers. Young on centre wing, brilliantly claimed there by Colinari.
Well
and
done.
It forces the turnover. Mark taken at half-forward by Grocott. And they've got a chance here, Doncaster, to get that all-important ceiling score. Full forward, Lumachisi, one-on-one, off the ground. It's a goal. It's going to be paid. That will be the sealer for the Sharks.
It was Sia Cavellis who might have got that.
It is indeed. James Sia Cavellis from 1 metre out has scored possibly the ceiling goal. And Doncaster 11-9-75. Lead Mulgrave 7-7-49.
And the biggest cheer after that goal that went through was from Jimmy Circavellis' border collie. Just went absolutely bananas on the boundary line. He knew that Daddy put that one through.
So Doncaster look to be, well, it's far to say running away with this game, but
I think they're home now.
You have felt that they have been the stronger side at different parts of this game this afternoon, and Cradle enjoyed a couple more coming down to the faithful end in this final term as back in the middle again. Fiora on hands and knees gets a handball out to Jarvis, who goes further afield out wide. This is pretty good play here by the Sharks as they drive the ball forward. There's holding on Mackenzie, but it might just hold up okay there for the Cheese. At the back of the pack, Willsmore got the handball away to Young. They link up okay here to Leicester. Young copped one high, but the umpire said advantage paid. Well, it should have been as they were running away with it, Mulgrave, but the umpire will bring it back and it'll be a free kick to Young, who's had an excellent game today for Mulgrave. Waste no time with it. Has an unnecessary bounce, but still gets away with it. Handball away to Willsmore. Young copped one again.
Oh.
So Kinnear might just cop a card here.
Yeah. The people on the boundary inform the umpire of the advantage rule, please. It's about 4 for the game.
It's a fair call too, Subi.
Yep.
Young will switch it out wide to Gilling, who's got Jamo by himself out on the wing, and he'll be able to take off. He's got West in space and Knowles if he wants to use them. So he goes to the Knowles direction. It just needs to sit up for him. The kick wasn't good, and Narcus was right on his hammer, played it to himself, and eventually went over the boundary line and out of bounds.
Just around the grounds quickly, a full-time score coming through from Central Reserve. The Glen Waverley Hawks, 7-8-50 were Gallen in defeat. They went down to Heathmont, 10-10-70, 20-point win to the Jets.
So the umpire throws it back in. That was okay. Pearson on the left boot, kicks it up towards the Kinnear area. He's been relatively quiet today, Kinnear. Grocott, good tackle there on Jamo. 55 metres out from the Doncaster goals.
And another one coming through from Tormore Reserve, a nail-biter. 8-8-56, Baronia. They were good enough to just hold on against South Belgrave. 7-10-52, a 4-point win to the Hawks.
Yeah, it's very exciting stuff. Hawks back on track here as the Knowles gave the old 1-2. Can he keep Mulgrave alive here with a good kick up towards the half-forward line? Ramboldi strapped up this afternoon after that first term. Sees the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds. So we've gone 23.5 minutes here in this final term. Home side Doncaster leading this one by 26 points. Pye throws it in. It's on the half-forward line for Mulgrave. Ramboldi dropped it, came out. Carroll got it away to Fiora, who had a good game also. Fiora today, a lot of possessions, kicks it up towards the hill direction, used his body nicely. Galache came in for some support. He's clever enough to slot this one through Galache, and you give the guy a wrap and he kicks it out of bounds on the full.
Commentator's curse.
So probably had a little bit more time than what he thought then, Adrian Galache. Been one of his greatest of days. Short pass to Gilling. Right in front of us here in the broadcast position. Nice spot to call football from, Damo.
Indeed. Very scenic too with the Yarra Rangers in the background.
So Young, floating kick out towards Jamo. It was a good kick. Takes the mark off to Gilling. Backline for Mulgrave's had to work pretty hard today, and they've done a good job in most of the clinches. Anarchis, geez, he's had a lot of the football. Out wide towards Schimmelbusch. Couldn't quite go at it. Peduto hits the deck as well and plays a pretty feisty tackle, but will have a bounce on the wing. So not too long to go. Hope your team's got up this afternoon or winning in a close one as you're watching the final terms around all the games in the East this afternoon. Kinnear from the stoppage, got it down, Willsmore. Little handball back to Jamo now, to receiving it again. He'll switch the play. They've done this okay. It's getting up to half forward is where it breaks down. Leicester in towards the middle of the ground. That was a good kick. It was direct, and in taking the mark there is Fredericks. On the right boot now, he kicks it inside forward 50. Now that is the best play that they've almost had for the day, right down the middle of the ground there. Mulgrave.
A little bit too late.
And Adam Booth has it about 40 metres out. So he's going to waste no time. The big full forwards kicked 2 goals so far this afternoon, trying to make it 3. It's an important kick, and he's pushed it to the right-hand side. Maybe rushed himself a tad too much. And over it goes for a behind. 25 points the margin now. Doncaster leading this one. Damo out at Shramsbury.
Indeed, 11-9 to 7-8 in favour of the Sharks. And we've gone almost 26 minutes in this final term.
Soup, if I can just quickly get an impromptu stat from you, thanks to TuStat. The marks inside 50, was that Mulgrave's only second or third for the afternoon?
They've taken 4, but they took their other 3 in the second quarter, so they didn't take any in the first or third quarter, and that was their first in the last
I think
quarter.
It's certainly been their Achilles heel this afternoon. They just haven't had anyone to go to in front of goal.
Matt Schimmelbusch, the steadfast defender, to bring it back into play, and he finds McKenzie on the half-back flank. The Sharks have been stifled to an extent from Mulgrave today, but they have lifted when required. Kinnear wins the front spot against his opponent in Goldsmith. Fires out the quick hand pass to Anarchis. Spearing ball in the Muller direction. Couldn't quite reach him, but a brilliant tackle effective by Siakavelis. Not according to the umpire, it was too high. And Mulgrave have the free kick on half-back. Mark taken between half-back and the centre of the ground. The recipient there is Knowles. Swings round onto the right foot. Short pass finds Stokey. Deep in the centre of Shram's reserve. It's a bit of a glue pot there, but the remainder of the surface is very pristine, considering the conditions we've had. Stokey chips the pass, finds his intended target in Gladman, and the big man sends a probing kick into the pocket. At the back, a free kick against Pearson by the looks of it for a push-off. And Booth will be the recipient, and he'll have a shot from 45 metres out.
Just quickly around the grounds, Park Orchards have stormed. They kicked 2 quick goals. They currently lead Forest Hill by 8 points.
Wowza.
In the meantime, Booth, a shot on goal from 45 metres on the final siren. It's a goal. It's probably one of the scores at Shram's reserve in this crucial Division 2 clash. Doncaster prevailing 11-9-75, defeating Mulgrave 8-8-56. A great 19-point win at home for the Sharks.
Definitely was, and Doncaster really now almost cement themselves in third position now. Seymour, look at they showed the brand of football. Even though it wasn't pretty, but they showed enough to prove to us that they can really put that type of football when it comes to finals.
No doubt about it. After 16 weeks of season 2014, it's official. The back-to-back dream at Doncaster is still alive.
Let's hit boundary side thanks to Life.